Everybody, today we have this Gateway laptop here to take apart. This is a laptop that has a failed motherboard and a busted screen. Today I want to talk about cigarette smoke. Coming from a family who has had loved ones pass away from smoking, I try to educate pretty much anybody I can on why you shouldn't smoke, and if you are smoking, why you should quit immediately. This laptop came from a smoker, a heavy smoker. And this would be a prime example of secondhand smoke. Now, honestly, I think the cigarette smoke is what killed the motherboard in this laptop. I'm being honest here. We're going to tear apart this laptop and have a look inside of it. Now, on the outside, it doesn't look so bad, although it is quite dirty. The screen, of course, as I mentioned, is busted. But what's inside this laptop may have you a little surprised. Let's go and start by taking this cover off here. Taking all the available covers off. I've already taken the battery out. May or may not harvest the cells out of the battery. I'm kind of betting the battery is probably in poor condition. The laptop may have sat plugged into a charger all the time. Who knows? Laptop did have Windows 8 on it, so it had to have been from 2012 or newer. 2012, August 20th of 2012 is the manufacture date on this one. And considering the condition this thing's in, it's not really worth trying to fix. Okay. I've just taken the door off, and you may already see kind of what I'm talking about here. I want you to take a careful look at this RAM, the hard drive, and the door itself. You have to wonder what that right there is. That's tar buildup. The RAM sits right under a vent, and look at the vent itself. You see all the soot and residue that's built up on this? And when you smell it, it smells like a cigarette. I mean, this RAM module is just absolutely covered in it. I think I can rescue this RAM module. I'd have to clean off with some rubbing alcohol and such. But yeah, I've tried different RAM modules and such. This thing just does not want to run anymore. And the laptop itself has had a pretty rough life. Look at the Wi-Fi card. Be careful. Look at that. See, there's some residue on that as well. And you may notice the cover over the hard drive. Now, I'm not sure how well this is picking up on camera, but you may notice how it looks a bit tan. Well, it wasn't originally tan. It was more clear. Should be able to pull the hard disk right out. Okay, there's a hard drive. There's a little bit of residue right there as well. And of course you see what's happened again where this vent is located. Have to imagine what it looks like inside there. So I'm going to finish tearing this thing open. But yeah, the laptop originally came in with a busted display. Client hadn't used the laptop in quite a while. I mean, we're probably talking a year at least. And when I tried to run the thing, and this is after I got a replacement display in it, I took the replacement display back out of it and put it back in a box for keeping. Notice the laptop would not post. And I mean, as I mentioned, I tried all sorts of different things with it, different RAM, you know, all that good stuff. Would not post at all. Also, to mention, there's a nice little buildup of tar residue right here. Let's go ahead and keep tearing into this. This screw here should remove the DVD drive. At least I believe, anyway. Yeah. A little buildup of tar residue right there. And this, yeah, this door just got ripped off there completely. The actual drive, I think, is still okay, but oh yeah, there's some more residue on the side. I'm taking a lot of hardware out of this machine and going up recycling. Not even bothering to put back into my reuse pile. And of course, as I mentioned, the RAM, I can clean that up, but the hard drive should still. The hard drive is in fact still good because I've already recovered the client's files off of it. But there's tar residue right there. There might be some in other places as well. But, I mean, you can look at this thing and you can just see the buildup everywhere. So we'll keep taking screws out. Provided this isn't one of those models of machines where the CPU is just simply BGA'd to the motherboard, I can salvage that as well. What I mean by BGA'd is like soldered to the motherboard. I'll go and salvage the wireless in card, assuming that's a wireless in. Oh, there's like, yeah, there's residue on this. There's residue on these cables. I mean, come on, guys. When you think about it, if there's this much residue in this computer, you got to imagine what it's doing to the client's lungs. Okay, there's definitely some residue on this card here, on this sticker. But a lot of it's what you don't see. I mean, of course, there's definitely visible buildup on like the RAM modules and stuff, but there's also, you have to think about it, there's also a thin film of it all throughout the machine. Okay, I think I got all the screws this time. So let's attempt to dig in further. And the residue of dust that's on the keyboard has that brown color to it that you normally would associate with tobacco smoke. It's like what I've seen in many desktop computers. I'm going to pop this keyboard loose. Yeah, this thing definitely smells like a big cigarette. Definitely not the kind of laptop you could fix and resell, at least in my opinion. The last thing I'd want would be somebody's older cigarettes scented laptop. It just keeps getting better and better, guys. Look at that keyboard. I'm going to get you a closer look at this. Look at the keyboard. How disgusting. Now, I do notice a lot of times coffee spills can make stains, but I don't think that's a coffee spill. I think that is literally buildup of tar. I mean, it is all in this thing. It is just a freaking mess. Disconnector keyboard. Yeah, this thing is disgusting. Absolutely filthy. No surprise it's dead. Really, to be honest with you. I mean, this is just... Let me grab a paper towel just to show you. Look at this, guys. This is disgusting. All from secondhand smoke. I'm going to be fixing me some dinner here after a while. I'm going to definitely wash my hands very good after handling this thing. But I'm doing this to show you guys exactly why it is so important for your own health, let alone your computer's health, that you don't smoke cigarettes. As I mentioned, this thing's not going back together, so I'm not being particularly easy on these cables. I'm going to put the camera back up on the tripod, so that way I have both my hands back. Continue to dig in to this very wonderful machine. Yeah, I can't wait to see the motherboard in this thing. I mean, it's just going to be really filthy. I do have to imagine that residue is probably conductive. I can't say that for certain, but I might do a little bit of testing on this guy. See if it passes any current through the accumulation of tar. I might try missing a screws. A lot of resistance right here. There it goes. Oh my gosh, this thing stinks so bad. Well, I mean, for someone who does not smoke, it reeks. Dude, this thing's been treated like crap. Broken pieces of plastic and stuff everywhere on it. Pretty messy. Maybe not so much build up, at least not the like you see on the RAM modules, for example. But there is definitely there's a noticeable hint of cigarette tar all inside this thing. I mean, really, it's no surprise to me that the thing does not boast. It's not really surprising at all. Alright, let's keep digging further. Let's go ahead and get the motherboard out. Okay, on this one you have to unroute the Wi-Fi cable, or at least this Wi-Fi cable, out of the way for you can even take the motherboard out. Disconnect our LVDS cable. Got speakers right here. This thing is an absolute filthy mess. And of course, as I mentioned, guys, I'm not being particularly easy on this thing because it's already dead and it's not really even worth fixing. There's even a noticeable tan color on the CMOS battery. It's that bad. Like my hands feel filthy right now after dealing with this thing. It's that bad. It is that bad. Out of curiosity, according to the sticker on the faceplate that's still there, Intel B830, probably some cheap end Celeron or something. I don't care to look it up right now, I'll just pull it and I'll worry about that later. I'm not even sure if our CMOS battery is even good, but heck, I'll pull it. See if the CMOS battery is even good. Three volts, that's perfect. Generally, when it comes to CMOS batteries, when it comes to CMOS batteries, they don't generally get run down unless the computer is removed from a power source for a prolonged period of time. With desktop PCs, that will mean being unplugged, and with laptops, it means being unplugged from the AC adapter and having a bad battery or disconnected battery. Okay, let's see what our motherboard has to offer. Okay, so we do have a connection for a microphone here. I might have a good microphone to salvage out of it. My weather case camera for Cube Comp MTDX could use a new microphone. You disconnect our power jack. Come on. There. Okay. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and take the CPU out. May as well. Actually, beforehand, let me just show you what this thing looks like on the inside a little bit closer. Yeah, flimsy piece of crap. Alright. Okay, so here's a motherboard. There's definitely a noticeable hint of cigarette tar on various places on it. You can definitely see it right here along the CPU cooler. Looks like our processor on this is what I used to call back in the day Intel's APU. Because I don't see a visible north bridge, or at least a heat-sinked north bridge. Let's go and take our cooler off. While I'm unscrewing that, look at the where the motherboard used to sit. Look at all, just look at the filth, the tar, the dark colored dust. This is why you shouldn't smoke, guys. I mean, for real. You really have to wonder, with all the sticky tar that's in this laptop, what the client's lungs could be like. I mean, my grandmother, she passed away back in 2015 after suffering several years of COPD, directly stemming from her heavy habit of smoking. Once you get COPD, there's no getting rid of it. It's a, you could say, a progressive disease. It only gets worse, it don't get better. So you could put down those cigarettes, but it don't really make a difference at that point. Okay, there's our chip. It's funny, the processor is like probably the only thing in this laptop that don't have a nice little coating of cigarette tar on it. But what's interesting is there's a crap ton of thermal paste all over it. It's like somebody went in and changed out the CPU. Like, given the client, I know the client, I doubt this is the case. I know I haven't changed out the chip. It's the first time I've had this machine for service. So we'll go ahead and take that out. Set it to the side. Like, I'm not going to even save the fan off of this. It's like, let me get the CPU out and set it to the side. I mean, look at this. Yeah, that's not your typical color of dust. Dust is normally like a bright color. Okay, I'm not going to actually tear into the lid on the video, but I'm sure you kind of get the idea by this point. I think this laptop sums up very well for those of you who either are smoking or maybe thinking about picking up a cigarette someday. That's why you shouldn't be smoking. This is secondhand smoke, guys. This is what secondhand smoke does. Just take a moment to get yourself a careful look at these components. I just showed you the other side, a fan. Let's take a look at the motherboard again, where the RAM used to go. Anyways, hopefully this could be an eye-opener for you on why smoking is bad for you. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, I sure hope you guys enjoyed this video from Q Computer Channel. Remember to like the video, subscribe to Q Computer Channel for more updates, and remember to tick the bell so you actually get notified of these updates. Did you know that I am also on a second channel that's CubeComp MTDX? Over there you'll find videos of bicycling, weather, elevators, and all sorts of other neat and interesting stuff. Feel free to subscribe to that channel as well. And again, I thank you for your support, and thanks for watching this video.